If you still have an old pickup sitting in your driveway, you might want to think twice before selling it. New pickup trucks can now cost $60,000, $70,000, or even $80,000. And despite those enormous prices, buying brand new doesn't automatically guarantee trouble-free ownership. Meanwhile, clean older Ford, Chevrolet, GMC, and Toyota trucks are becoming increasingly desirable. They may lack giant touchscreens, advanced cameras, and luxury interiors, but many have something even better. They're simple, proven, easier to understand, and most importantly, they may already be completely paid for. So before you trade your old pickup for a shiny new one, here's why keeping it could be one of the smartest automotive decisions you make in 2026. It all starts with the massive difference in price between old and new trucks. The pickup truck was originally designed as a practical vehicle for hauling equipment, pulling trailers, and getting work done. Today, walk onto an American dealership lot and you'll find full-size pickups priced like luxury vehicles. $60,000 is no longer unusual, while high-end versions can easily climb beyond $70,000 or even $80,000. Leather seats, huge touchscreens, panoramic roofs, premium sound systems, and advanced driver assistance have completely transformed the modern pickup. Today's trucks are faster, quieter, safer, and considerably more luxurious than the work trucks many Americans grew up with. But all of those improvements come with one unavoidable problem. Somebody has to pay for them. And when a truck becomes too expensive to purchase comfortably, financing becomes the solution. Instead of asking how much the truck actually costs, buyers increasingly focus on how much they'll have to pay every month. Stretch the financing across 6 or 7 years, and an extremely expensive truck suddenly starts to look affordable. But extending the loan doesn't make the truck cheaper. It simply spreads the cost across a much larger part of your life. Now compare that with the 20-year-old pickup sitting in someone's driveway. Maybe it's an older Ford F-150 or F-250 that's been working for decades. Maybe it's a Chevrolet Silverado or an older GMC that's still hauling trailers every weekend. Or perhaps it's an older Toyota Tacoma or Tundra with hundreds of thousands of miles on the odometer. The paint may have a few scratches, and the interior probably won't impress anyone at the country club. But if that truck is completely paid off, its monthly payment is exactly $0. And in today's automotive market, having no monthly payment is becoming an extremely valuable feature. The financial difference becomes even larger when we start talking about depreciation. Every new vehicle begins losing value after it's purchased, and expensive pickups are no exception. If you purchase a $70,000 truck, even a 10% decline represents $7,000 in lost value. A 20% decline would represent $14,000, which is more than some older pickups cost to buy outright. Meanwhile, you may still owe a huge amount of money because you're only a few years into a long-term loan. That's how truck owners can end up underwater, owing the bank more than their vehicle is actually worth. An older pickup exists in a completely different part of its depreciation cycle. Most of its dramatic early depreciation happened 10, 15, or even 20 years ago. A clean older truck isn't suddenly going to lose $14,000 because another model year arrived at the dealership. And that's one reason desirable older pickups have developed such a loyal following. Clean examples of older Ford F-Series trucks can still attract serious buyers. Classic Chevrolet and GMC pickups have their own enormous following. Older Toyota pickups are particularly desirable when they've survived without serious rust or neglect. And certain older diesel trucks have become especially sought after by enthusiasts who prefer their simpler drivetrains. Of course, that doesn't mean every rusty truck sitting behind a barn is suddenly worth a fortune. Condition matters, mileage matters, maintenance history matters, and rust can completely destroy the value of an otherwise desirable truck. Some generations, engines, and configurations are also far more desirable than others. But clean older trucks have one advantage that no manufacturer can reproduce. They aren't making any more of them. Ford can build thousands of new pickups next year, but it can never build another original truck from the 1990s. Every year, more older trucks disappear because of rust, accidents, neglect, and heavy modifications. That makes clean, original, and properly maintained examples increasingly difficult to find. But money isn't the only reason some truck owners are starting to appreciate older vehicles again. Open the hood of an older pickup, and you'll often find something that's becoming increasingly rare: space. The engine is clearly visible, basic components are relatively accessible, and many repairs can be performed with ordinary tools. A mechanically inclined owner can change belts, replace an alternator, service the brakes, or diagnose basic problems without needing specialized computer equipment. Now open the hood of a brand new pickup, and the difference can be dramatic. Modern engines can include turbochargers, direct injection, high-pressure fuel systems, complex emissions equipment, dozens of sensors, and sophisticated electronic controls. That technology has produced some incredible results. Modern trucks can generate enormous horsepower and torque from engines that are smaller than anything previous generations would have expected. They can tow huge trailers while providing the comfort, safety, and performance of a luxury vehicle. But greater capability usually brings greater complexity. And complexity can become expensive when something eventually stops working. A simple failed sensor might not matter much, but other repairs can require specialized diagnostic equipment, expensive electronic modules, or many hours of labor. That's one of the biggest reasons some owners prefer older pickups. Not because old trucks never broke, because they absolutely did. Older trucks needed alternators, starters, fuel pumps, transmissions, gaskets, and plenty of other repairs. Rust alone has sent countless otherwise reliable trucks to the junkyard. But many older mechanical problems were relatively easy to understand. You could hear something was wrong, a mechanic could diagnose it, and a capable owner could often repair it at home. That relationship between the owner and the machine has changed dramatically. You can see that difference before you even start the engine. Step inside an older pickup, and you'll probably find physical buttons, simple gauges, and traditional climate controls. There might be a basic radio, a column shifter, and large switches that can be operated while wearing work gloves. Step into a modern premium pickup, and the experience can feel completely different. Large digital displays dominate the dashboard while cameras, software, and electronic systems control an increasing number of vehicle functions. For many buyers, all of that technology is fantastic. A new truck can be a remarkably comfortable place to spend several hours every day. But other buyers look at all those screens and electronic systems and see potential repair bills 10 or 15 years from now. A 25-year-old mechanical switch doesn't need a software update. And that's important if your goal is to keep a truck for decades rather than replacing it every few years. Reliability is another reason the conversation around older trucks has changed. It's easy to romanticize old pickups and pretend every truck built in the 1990s could run forever. They couldn't. There were bad engines, weak transmissions, rust problems, and terrible designs decades ago too. But older trucks now have one enormous advantage. Time has already exposed most of their weaknesses. After 20 or 30 years, mechanics know which engines tend to survive. Owners know which transmissions need extra attention. Enthusiasts know which model years develop rust and which repairs should be expected. That makes buying the right older truck much less mysterious than it might initially appear. A completely new engine doesn't have decades of real-world history behind it. And recent recalls have reminded buyers that paying a premium price doesn't automatically guarantee a trouble-free truck. Toyota has dealt with major recalls involving certain newer Tundras equipped with its twin-turbo V6 engine. General Motors has also recalled large numbers of trucks and SUVs equipped with certain 6.2-liter V8 engines because of potential engine problems. That doesn't mean every new Toyota, Chevrolet, or GMC truck is unreliable. And it certainly doesn't mean a 20-year-old truck is automatically more dependable than a new one. It simply demonstrates an important point. New does not automatically mean bulletproof. And when a pickup costs $60,000, $70,000, or $80,000, buyers understandably expect a lot in return. That's why owners of reliable older trucks are beginning to ask a very different question. If my current truck is paid off, reliable, and already does everything I need, what am I actually gaining by replacing it? A new truck will probably have more horsepower, better safety technology, and a much more sophisticated interior. But replacing the old truck can also mean taking on another large monthly payment, higher insurance costs, and years of depreciation. Suddenly, spending a few $1,000s maintaining the old truck doesn't seem nearly as unreasonable. Imagine your paid-off pickup suddenly needs $2,500 worth of repairs. At first, that sounds painful enough to make replacing the entire truck seem attractive. But compare that repair with taking on a $700 monthly payment for a replacement. In less than 4 months, the payments on the new truck have already exceeded the cost of repairing the old one. Continue making those payments for another 5 or 6 years, and the financial difference becomes enormous. That's why the price of a repair should never be considered in isolation. The important question isn't simply whether repairing your old truck is expensive. The better question is how much replacing it is actually going to cost. If spending $2,000 or $3,000 keeps a reliable paid-off truck running for another few years, repairing it can make excellent financial sense. Of course, there comes a point when keeping an old truck is no longer worthwhile. Severe frame rust can make an otherwise great truck unsafe. Constant breakdowns can turn ownership into a nightmare. Older vehicles can also lack many of the crash protection and safety systems found in modern trucks. And if you rely on your pickup every day for your job, unexpected downtime can cost you real money. So this isn't an argument that everyone should immediately buy a 30-year-old truck. It's an argument that old doesn't automatically mean worthless. In fact, some of the qualities that once made an old truck feel outdated are becoming exactly what certain buyers want. Simple engines, physical controls, accessible components, and decades of proven real-world experience all have genuine value. And there's one advantage that's almost impossible to beat: no enormous monthly payment. So if you already own an older pickup that's structurally solid, properly maintained, and still doing everything you ask of it, don't automatically assume it's time to replace it. Keep the rust under control, change the fluids, repair small problems before they become major ones, and keep good maintenance records. Because trading a known paid-off truck for an unknown $60,000 replacement isn't always the upgrade it appears to be. The truck people once told you was outdated may now offer exactly what a growing number of buyers are searching for: simplicity, repairability, proven durability, and freedom from another 6 or 7 years of car payments. And that's why old trucks are starting to look so attractive again. So tell us in the comments what old truck you're still driving, how many miles are on it, and whether you'd ever trade it for a brand new one. And subscribe to Drive Insider for more stories about the trucks, engines, and automotive trends that actually matter.